We're starting on a new Minecraft world here. The last one did not go well. I got so close. We were doing the dragon fight, and the Enderman got me. But we're starting with some spruce, so that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna get some of that, and then kind of explore around. My tactic for this game, or like this try, um, is again, I don't want to die. That's me. Hello, I'm a bee. Um, yeah, I don't want to die. So we're gonna start out with our crafting table, make our wooden pickaxe, normal stuff, get some stone eventually, and just kind of make basic tools. But yeah, I'm still getting over. Oh, and I have the tree chopping mod. I'll list it down below because I have better things to do with my limited time than chop down trees block by block, because that's like the only physics thing that Minecraft ignores, and I take offense with that. Where was I going? Yeah, I'm frustrated by the Enderman killing me. In some ways, I've been improving at this game. The build I was working on last... Oh, dog. Hello. The build I was working on for the last attempt, I feel like turned out really good. It was a castle. I really liked it. I'm gonna get the sheep. Nice. Yeah, I'm also cutting out some bits because it's a lot of me just wandering around. So I'm finally getting some stone. There's our handy dandy Stone Age achievement. But I'm gonna keep working on that and keep exploring. Yeah, I just wish that I was seeing more improvement, basically, but the point is, I do really, really enjoy playing Minecraft, whether I'm good at it or not. That's kind of the main point, is I'm not super good at it, but it's really fun for me. And that's the point of this series, is we're just gonna keep going. So this is try 8. Yeah, I'm just kind of poking around, looking for a place to kind of set up. I'm gonna do the same technique of, we're looking for villagers. This is me looking at this goat and saying, hey, can I get wool from this goat? We're gonna find out. I was really afraid it was gonna charge me also. So no. The answer is no, you cannot get wool, and I am ashamed of myself. Dropping into this water so I can get a boat recipe. And then, guess what? Yes, I will indeed make a boat. Yeah, I'm just gonna look for a village. That's the technique I use. It's just easier to get stuff that way. Yeah, but most importantly, I'm about to absolutely slide on this ice. The Tokyo Drift theme song will be playing in my soul. It won't be playing in real life because I'm not going to be fighting copyright law, but in my soul, real loud right now. I can't control boats on ice very well, though, so I did cut out the part where I just absolutely beefed it. Like 3 times. I'm also going to cut out part of getting to the top of this hill because it takes an embarrassingly long time. It's not efficient, and if you should be one thing, you should be efficient. Killed this sheep. Took a long time to get down to that wool block. Yet again, more inefficiency. I feel like this attempt so far, I've just been disorganized. I like to, when I die in an attempt, really just try and get right back into it. And this one I took a little break, and yeah, I feel like I haven't really known what I'm looking for. I'm just wandering for most of this, looking for a village, looking at these cows, absolutely killing them in one hit, no other worries. Yep, not not beating up grass or anything, just one hit every time. This flower field is nice. I really like flower fields. There's also a bee's nest in the distance. I don't know if everybody saw that, but that will come in handy later. Thought about going into this cave, immediately saw a skeleton, immediately noped out, but then I saw this iron, which would be very useful. Built a little bridge. Finally made my stone tools. It only took most of the first day. But yeah, look at that, getting an upgrade. We have reached high quality gaming status. And I'm throwing out the other ones, because I don't need them. And it was only one piece of iron, which is kind of devastating, but also the only thing I'm going to use it for anyway this early on is a shield, which I need, and then I took an embarrassingly long amount of time to climb up this little hill again. It's not great, so we cut that out. I've got different colors of wool, so that was me picking up some flowers so I could make some dye, and eventually match that. There's that bee's nest. I tried to take a selfie with this bee. Ready? Did not work. He flew away immediately. And it was heartbreaking. But we're strong. There's a sheep. I'm going to kill that sheep, and I'm going to use its wool to make a bed. These are normal things that you say. Considered going after that other white sheep so that I didn't have to dye the wool, but that seemed wasteful, because I already had the flowers. And there we go. Little yellow bed. And I took the first nap. Sweet dreams. Alright, morning of day 2. Gonna clear up our stuff. Gonna get a little bit more beef. And for whatever reason, left that other cow. I don't know. The mind of past me is an enigma. So whenever I see a bee's nest, I like to breed the bees, make a little offering, as it were, to my bee friends. And while I was waiting for them to show up, I figured I would just go ahead and cook up some of our materials that we had gathered. Yeah, and then the bees showed up. Well, at least one of them. And I made my little shield, which will hopefully keep me safe from all evil. Hasn't in the past attempts, but that's okay. There's only one bee, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. I planted the other one as an offering, and then the other one came out, so that was pretty neat. And then there was a tiny baby bee, and I think baby bees are my favorite mob of all time. They're just the cutest thing in the world. Look at them. Look at his little feet. And by this point, we were ready to keep exploring. And we just kept running at these cows. Boom. More cows. And horses. That's some subtle foreshadowing. I don't know why I decided to not tame the horses right away. I think I went in here and got distracted because there's a little bit of iron. You can't see it right away, it's on the wall. But I got to work mining some coal, so I'd be able to cook up more of the meat and more of the iron. And there's the iron. I was kind of hoping that this would be a lot. It was not, but some is better than none, and, 4 is better than 2. And that's my wisdom for the day. while I was picking up this coal, or while I am picking up this coal, I guess, we can talk about the plans. So again, number 1 plan is not to die. Number 2 plan is find a village. Number 3 plan, I think, is not to get attached to whatever structure I build. Last attempt, I was real big on saying, oh, we're not going to be too picky about where we build, we're not going to do anything too crazy. And then I really doubled down on building a big old castle. So this attempt, I think we're going to be relatively chill with our building until after the dragon, and I'm thinking I might try and do the dragon, or like fight the dragon, a little bit earlier, because having that just kind of looming over, because I've only made it to the dragon fight twice. In the past 2 times that I did that, I waited until the last, 5 to 10 days to fight the dragon, and that just really meant it was looming over my head, and I don't know, I think I'd rather get that out of the way a little earlier, not crazy early, but like once I feel like my armor is maxed out. This is me taming a horse. It took a long time. Probably because I'm not a very good rider. Because I'm a bee. It's not my fault. Best friends forever. And I immediately put a saddle on the horse. Well, I guess I didn't. I immediately went to go make a saddle. Went back to my little camp here. My iron. I'm so glad that you can make saddles now, because I think the only way you used to be able to find them was in a mine shaft. Yeah, I tested this horse out. Mid. Super mid horse. So best friends forever, absolutely, but immediately went to find a different horse. Turns out this horse, also mid. So that was disappointing. It was a pain to tame, though, honestly. And I was hoping that all of that feistiness would mean it would be, like, super fast. No. Anyway, the plan. Get good armor via villagers and fight the dragon. Yeah, see? Mid. And I want a fast horse. I want to be flying. Yeah, we're gonna fight this was me testing to see if I'd accidentally mixed up the horses. I hadn't. They were both generic. This is the 3rd horse. And I think it was slightly faster than the others, and also at that point I was kind of done. So we rode off into the distance to see what we could see. And most of what we saw was more flower fields. So this was me getting one of these, I think they're alliums, because I think they're kind of cool, and they're not around all that often. We saw that donkey. Hi, donkey. And yeah, we just kept galloping? Trotting, I suppose. Nothing else exciting happened except my horse immediately just walked off a cliff as soon as I got off of him. So I attempted to save his life and to get him back up on the kind of base of the cliff here, on this ledge. Didn't work. He just went off again, so I mined some iron and I wished him well. And, as has been my luck, only 2 iron. Honestly, I felt like I owed it to the horse to get him to safety. Trying to do that was a disaster. Because every time I hop off, watch. Every time I hop off, he immediately tries to jump off a cliff again. Why? Why? What's so wrong with your life? So I tried to get him out of this basin so I could leave him somewhere with some grass that a horse would like, and I nearly killed us both several times trying to go up the water. Yeah, if you get, like, in the water, you just swim, so you can't float up with a horse. And then there were a few times, yep, where I got myself stuck in rock. It wasn't great. Eventually we did it. Have no fear, because I'm a professional gamer. Eventually, I got this stupid horse, this stupid basin. And then kind of got stuck again. Horses are great, I think, for flat land. Minecraft isn't that often, doesn't often do flat land, and I always end up getting stuck on trees and stuff. And so it just ends up being wildly frustrating. Also, I will acknowledge I'm not great at this game, like it says in my little, like, about me section. We play Minecraft and we play it badly, so perhaps it is I that is not able to handle the horse, and it's not the horse's fault at all. Eventually, we got up on this high peak, which I thought the horse would like, but first I checked to see if there was a village a little further away. So what you can't hear is my computer just wheezing as I do this. Yeah, so we walked up the distance a little bit, looked around, nothing. More trees. So yeah, nothing really exciting. And it was at this moment that I made the decision to, first of all, put the render distance down so my computer didn't explode, and second of all, desert the horse on top of this mountain. But he seemed fine with it. So I ran off towards the water. I figured I'd get the boat out again, grab it a mushroom, get the boat out again, and go off and see what could be seen. And see if we could find some villages, yeah. So there was that big old cave in that mountain, which looked cool but didn't really seem worth exploring because I had 0 armor. Picked up some sugarcane for future villager trades, and also books eventually, and kept running around. Saw some more dogs. I like these brown ones. I think they look pretty cool. And I found these bunnies, and they're the cutest thing in the world, and I briefly considered, hey, I could use some rabbit meat, but no, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I wouldn't be able to do it. I went down into this ravine cave type situation for a bit. Just to see, well, specifically for iron, that's really what I'm looking for at this point in the playthrough. Because I have 0 armor, I have to be really quite delicate as I hop around. It's pretty slow. So we did find some armor. Nope, some iron, which was nice. And it was 4, which I did complain about earlier, but really not bad. Went a little further into cave, saw a creeper, left immediately. We are not messing around with that right now. Eventually, I'll have to go on a creeper killing spree so I can get some gunpowder for rockets for the elytra, but that is not for a while. That's whenever I feel ready to fight the dragon. And I say that, and I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to start second-guessing myself, and I'm just not going to want to fight it until the end of the video. Because, what if I die again and lose everything? It does feel better to have at least completed things. Like last attempt, at least I completed, mostly, the castle. And I don't know if I would feel better about that than I would if it had not been completed, you know? But yeah, I think, to be fair, I keep talking about tactics, and I think the #1 tactic is just to get good and lock in. But that's complicated. So instead, we got in this boat and went searching around for villagers. Didn't see any villagers. Found this pirate ship, though. And it had some books, and some moth. Those were the exciting things. The carrots were also nice. Honestly, not sure why I didn't take those leggings. And not sure why I immediately tried the suspicious stew. But, who's to say? I'm just a bee doing my best. Also, turns out you need alliums to make suspicious stew, which I did not know about. But the more you know, the more you learn, then the more you know. You may realize I am not used to doing voiceovers because I'm just chattering. But that's the fun bit. I got a new microphone, so I'm not having to use my AirPods anymore to do any talking. And that's really exciting. And I think it's probably really exciting for anyone who ever listens to this, because it won't suck. Yeah, so I finally got the teeniest bit of armor on. And then I took off. I was being really casual. There was this thing over kind of to the right. I didn't know what it was. Some sort of drowned shrine thing. So I made a the brush thing for archaeology, for archaeological purposes, and kind of dusted around in there to see what I could find. Unfortunately, I don't have. Oh, is it Aqua Affinity? Respiration. I don't have any of the water enchantments that I like to get, so it was a bit of a janky process, but I found some pottery sherds. The first time I heard that, I was so deeply upset that the person I was watching, I thought they were pronouncing it wrong, because I thought it was shard, like you would say of a normal pot. No, it is indeed sherds, and turns out I was just a terrible person who was very judgmental for no reason. So as I was looking for more suspicious gravel, I found a chest. And we had to take a deep breath before we could open it. And the loot was mid. I took the spear. I don't know how they work yet, honestly. I know when they're used against me, they're quite aggressive and effective, but yeah, I've never been able to get them to work for me. I did find an iron axe though. That was pretty tight. Because yeah, we're not up to iron tools yet. Went down one last time just to double check. Found one more sherd. Two more sherds. Seem absurd. Almost died down there. Did a little bit of inventory management. Getting rid of random stuff. I was kind of hoping that I'd found not a block, an ingot, an iron ingot, in with the gravel. Did not. Just some flipping stuff, so got rid of that. Checked this one last piece of gravel. On playback, I'm feeling like there's probably a few more scattered around there, but I did not bother to look. Found another sunken ship as we looked about, and this one had better loot. So I took those emeralds. I found this abandoned nether portal as I was continuing our exploration. Also found this treasure map in the sunken ship, so poked around with that for a bit to see if I could find anything. I found an enchanted apple, which was great. I had golden apples last dragon fight. Completely forgot to eat them when I was being attacked by Endermen. So I don't know if this golden apple will actually help me, because I have to remember to eat it, but very neat to have. Very glad we have that. I saw this turtle, and I don't remember when exactly it was, but at some point I saw a baby turtle just sort of speed past me. Also, there was that structure to the right a second ago. Did not ever go look at that. Got distracted immediately. And disappointing. This turtle got in my boat when I paused to look at the map, so I had to break it. And it's starting to get to night or get dark. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It was starting to get dark, so I put the bed down and hopped on in, went to sleep. But then I realized I really need better inventory management. Let me hop out of bed and try and find some spiders so I can make a one of the little a bundle. So I grabbed these sticks that I threw away a second ago, made some torches just to light the area up around the bed. In case I had to go out kind of far, I didn't want to come back to any creeper monstery type guys around the bed. And then I went ahead and went to pillar up. So there's a higher chance of mobs spawning kind of right under me. Sand collapsed out from under me, could have died. So I pillared over here, which was safer. I don't remember the level you have to be at to get mobs to spawn. Like, I don't remember how far away you have to be. I feel like it's like 20 blocks-ish. Don't know what it is. Anyway, just built up as high as I could. And kind of looking around for guys. Didn't see much of anything. And I just waited. In a second, though, I did see a spider. So I started digging down so I'd be able to get to it. Realized I had a water bucket. Be easier than digging down. And then just completely biffed it. So yeah, that was try 8. Alright, here's try 9. Like I said, it's always best to just get back into it, at least for me. So yeah, and I'll have at least the first part of try 9 out soon for you guys. Thanks.